Notification glow on my half-closed eyes. Room so quiet but my brain's online. Scroll through faces living fake highlight. Everyone shining, I'm dim blue light. Wi-Fi strong but my heart's no bars. Timeline full but I'm lone on Mars. The world's in the screen and my thumb just roams. Why do I feel like a ghost with no home? I talk more to pixels and people I know. Paragraph replies and go radio low. Typing bubbles pop like a hope I chase. Then seeing with silence, ego erased. I turn my phone off but it rings in my head. Phantom bus shaking my mental bed. The city outside sings an endless post, but in the noise I'm of the signal ghost. I'm logged in but I'm locked out from touch. All these virtual hugs still don't mean much. If connection's just numbers and glowing screens, why am I starving in a sea of memes? I'm losing sleep to an endless scroll, searching for a sign that I'm not a whole. If the network died and the feed went cold, would anyone notice my username's old? Signal ghosts on a broadband highway, talking loud and I'm muted sideways. All these likes never hold my hand, all these hearts never understand. Signal ghosts in the midnight silence, screaming thoughts through soft non-violence. If we're all here on the same wavelength post, why does everyone feel like a signal ghost? I see arguments flare in the common fight, but no one listens, just proving they're right. Shares and stats make a god from a clown. We crown the loudest and ignore the drown. Newsfeed floods with 1,000 fears. Echo chamber drip in my inner ears. If truth a threat that we all misquote, who's pulling strings on the words we wrote? Log in, log out, same room, same dial. Turn up, tune out, same noise, same shout. If this is connection, then what's this cost? Online together but offline lost. Offline lost. Maybe we're scared of the quiet in us, so we chase any noise that will drown the fuss. Maybe we're close but in separate worlds, typing paragraphs when it never unfurled. If I shut this down and just breathe my chest, would the silence hurt or would I find rest? Maybe the cure to the signal ghost is learning to be with the person we host. My screen time climbs when my soul runs thin. Eyes red sharp but I still log in. I'm scared I'll miss what I never own. A life that's better than the life I've grown. But every clip is a curated show, cut from the parts they don't let you know. If everyone's faking their perfect pose, and maybe I'm real as a signal ghost. Signal ghost on a broadband highway, talking loud and I'm muted sideways. All these likes never hold my hand, all these hearts never understand. Signal ghosts in the midnight silence, screaming thoughts through a soft non-violence. If we're all here on the same wavelength post, why does everyone feel like a signal ghost? 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 I dim my phone and I watch the dark. First time tonight that I hear my heart. No vibration, just lungs at rest. I didn't know quiet could feel like this. Maybe tomorrow I'll talk for real. Look up from glasses to see what's real. Till then I flow with the day that flows. Half awake, half asleep, signal goes. Log in, log out, same room, same dial. Turn up, tune out, same noise, same shout. If this is connection, then what's this cost? Online together but offline lost. Not together but offline lost.
Make me the world just hear my own tone. Maybe the first real signal is me alone.
My thumb's still moving, brain half dead but the feet still proving. Ad after ad like a fever dream, selling me worth I can't redeem. My bed's a boat on a glowing river, floating through an endless timeline fever. If time is money, mine's been spent on staring at a screen that won't repent. I watch strangers live their highlight reel, trips, cars, bodies, a brand new deal. Meanwhile my mirror's like, who's that kid? I so tired from the life he hid. Algorithm knows what I won't say, feeds me fears, I scroll all day. If attention's gold then I'm a believer. I tied my mind to timeline fever. Every swipe is a coin in a wishing pit, but the pit just stares, never grants me it. I refresh regrets, I obsess and seed. Inhaling the toxic the timeline breathes. If this is normal then why is it bleak? Why does my soul feel more antique? I chase a rush from a glowing receiver, but crash alone in timeline fever. Timeline fever, burning my sight, chasing ghosts in the endless night. I lose myself in a neon river, drowning slow in timeline fever. Timeline fever, brain on loop, heart unplugged from the human group. If this is living, I'll reconsider. I'm sick inside this timeline fever. I see protest posts and disaster clips, right next to dances and branded chips. My heart can't choose what to feel first. Compassion, envy, hunger, thirst. Serious pain in a 4-second cut. Scroll to a meme, then I laugh from the gut. This whiplash world turned my feelings weaker, dull from the dose of a timeline fever. Swipe, no cure in sight. Like fake contact at night. Share, do we ever deliver? We're all half sick with the same old fever. Swipe, no cure in sight. Like fake contact at night. Share, do we ever deliver? We're all half sick with the same old fever. Maybe I'm scared to log off and see just how quiet real life might be. No hearts, no pings, no viral glow, just 4 walls and a self I don't know. But maybe peace lives in that space where nobody rates my human face. If healing means the feed goes dimmer, I'll risk the sweat of losing this shimmer. I turn the brightness down halfway, my pulse slows down with the light and decay. For once my mind stops running faster, I'm not a pawn in the scroll disaster. The world won't end if I close this app. The thoughts might scream but I'll bridge that gap. I can't cure all this data river, but I can step out of timeline fever. Timeline fever, burning my sight, chasing ghosts in the endless night. I lose myself in the neon river, drowning slow in timeline fever. Timeline fever, brain on loop, heart unplugged from the human group. If this is living, I'll reconsider. I'm sick inside this timeline fever. I leave one night with my phone on mute, walk outside, let the world reboot. Maybe the stars still shine, still quiver, without the filter of timeline fever. Swipe, no cure in sight. Like fake contact at night. Share, do we ever deliver? We're all half sick with the same old fever. Swipe, no cure in sight. Like fake contact at night. Share, do we ever deliver? We're all half sick with the same old fever. Close my eyes, let the silence be bigger. Tonight I log out just to feel my fingers. Sometimes I dream of an offline heaven where nobody checks if they're seen at 11. No red dots calling my dopamine, no blue light burning holes in my screen. Just quiet rooms with honest eyes, no filters, no branded disguise. If there's a place where my mind can lessen, maybe it's something like offline heaven. Imagine a day with no just one more look, no phantom buzz from a silent hook, or meals on stage for a photo crop, and sunsets stay when the camera stops. Convos don't lag from a second device, no hold on sorry, no digital vice, just real-time laughs that don't need a mention, space to exist without an extension. If heaven's real, I doubt it screams, more likely forcing in between scenes, where losing signal is not a dread, just proof you're here, not in your head. I'm tired of living half present, half there, split between the pixels and the chair. If peace is found beyond this tension, I'll book one way to offline heaven. Offline heaven, no unheard pain, no ghosted chat in a typing lane. Offline heaven, no endless measure of likes as currency, doubt as treasure. Offline heaven, just you and air, your heartbeat loud, your mind laid bare. If there's a world without this prison, let me fall into offline heaven. Think of a night with the stars on loop. No need to share with the faceless group. Just you, the cold, the distant glow. No urge to film, just let it flow. We trade our now for a future scroll. Archive moments we never fully hold. I'm craving days without that lesson. Just being alive in offline heaven. Log out, breathe in, look up, no spin, stand still, listen. There's a door to offline heaven. I know I can't erase the wires, the tower signals coded fires, but maybe I can choose a line, when to be yours and when to be mine. Set my phone face down on the floor, close my eyes, let my lungs restore. If heaven's not some distant blessing, maybe it's here when I stop obsessing. So I'll build small pockets in my day, little offline moments where thoughts can stay. A walk, a stare, a page, a breath, friend's real voice instead of text. The world won't end if I disappear for half an hour from the endless sphere. If soul needs lesson, heart needs presence, I'll meet myself in offline heaven. No unread pain, no ghosted chat in a typing lane. Offline heaven, no endless measure of likes as currency, doubt as treasure. Offline heaven, just you and air. Your heart be loud, your mind laid bare. If there's a world without this prison, let me fall into offline heaven. One day I'll wake with my mind not tethered to every storm the net has weathered. Till then I'll carve my own dimension, little cracks of offline heaven. Log out, breathe in, look up, no spin, stand still, listen. There's a door to offline heaven. Log out, breathe in, look up, no spin, stand still, listen. There's a door to offline heaven. Heaven I'll ever get is the moment I forget to check. Screens flick static inside my mind. Frames skip moments I try to find. Every thought coded in grayscale stitch art. Beat lag so caught in a glitch, yeah. Silence hums like a failing drive. I'm half logged out but still alive. If truth is lost in the algorithm pitch, then what remains of me in the glitch? Memories buffer when I try to recall, like corrupted files lined up on a wall. I speak in fragments, jagged tone, like my software learned to feel alone. Notifications cut into my rest, small sharp pings in a hollow chest. I'm patched with doubt in every stitch, running unstable, human in glitch. Maybe I'm coded to feel this blur, a scrambled heart that can't concur. If every brainwave starts to twitch, how do I tell what's me or glitch? Glitch in the system, glitch in my head, pixels of thoughts that never get said. I'm losing shape in the digital mix, human at heart but broken like glitch. Glitch in my rhythm, glitch in my tone, static between every truth I own. If life's a loop I can't unfix, call me the ghost inside the glitch. Call me the ghost inside the glitch. I freeze mid-sentence like a drop frame. Words derail with no one to blame. I scroll for hours just to feel less lost, but numbness hits with a bitter cost. Every highlight reel feels counterfeit, a glossy wrap on a world unfit. I chase a dream I'll never catch, feet stuck fast in a glitchy patch. Like bread, slow beat, cold hands, warm heat, half real, half switch. Heartbeat, cold hands, warm heat, half real, half switch. If I reset my life today, would all the noise just fade away? Or would the ghosts inside my code still follow me down every road? Maybe broken doesn't mean maybe glitching means I'm strong. I'm learning to live with the fractured lines, a mosaic made of error signs. If perfection kills what makes us rich, then maybe beauty lives in glitch. Hey, glitch in the system, glitch in my head, pixels of thoughts that never get said. I'm losing shape in the digital mix, human at heart but broken like glitch in my rhythm, glitch in my tone, static between every truth I own. If life's a loop I can't unfix, call me the ghost inside the glitch. Call me the ghost inside the glitch. Call me the ghost inside the glitch. I'll breathe through cracks until they stitch, alive enough to love my glitch. Hey, black breath, slow beat, cold hands, warm heat, half real, half switch. Cart, heat, cold hands, warm heat, half real, half switch. Cart, heat, maybe ever show where the light gets sent. I'm more than what I failed to fix. Radio hum in my crooked sleep, thoughts drift loud where the wounds run deep. White noise fills every silent attic, my heart speaks low beneath the static. Words crack, fade, store the grave. Let my mind forgot what it meant to say. If truth is soft and automatic, why do I choke behind the static? I tune myself through endless bands, searching for some who understands. But every signal breaks apart, crackling over my fragile heart. I talk in tones that never land, ghostly echoes through the sand. Even love feels problematic, lost in waves of mounting static. I try to breathe through all this noise, but static crushes softer joys. If silence has a place to hide, I've never found the quiet side. Static in my heartbeat's pattern, static in the words that shatter. I'm trying hard to stay emphatic, but everything dissolves in static. Static in the lines I speak, static in the lines I seek. I'm here but faint, half emphatic, fading slow inside the static. White noise crowds my evening chair, fills the room like heavy air. Thoughts distorting left and right, frequency is too low for life. I wanna cry but don't know how, emotion glitching here and now. If peace is real and not thematic, why can't I hear it through the static? Tune low, stay calm, tune high, feel numb, lost waves, bend back. Static keeps my heart off track. Maybe life's not meant to be clear, maybe blur is why we're here. Maybe meaning hides and clicks, the pops, the hums, the awkward bits. Static shows the shape of pain, outlines lost like chalk and rain. I hold the noise as part of me, a messy kind of frequency. If clarity comes slow or sporadic, I'll still make room for my static. Static in my heartbeat's pattern, static in the words that shatter. I'm trying hard to stay emphatic, but everything dissolves in static. Static in the lines I speak, static in the lines I seek. I'm here but faint, half emphatic, fading slow inside the static. One day the noise will quiet down, but till then I'll live beneath this sound. Tune low, stay calm, speak through static anyway. Midnight glare from a dying phone. Eyes red, sharp, but I'm not alone. A billion posts in the downward road, each one chipping at my soul. Time slips out with every flick. Thumb moves fast, heartbeat sick. If life's reduced to a glowing scroll, where does that leave the human role? I scroll through joy I never feel, success that's polished, pain concealed. Ads whisper softly what I lack, sell me worth to earn it back. News feeds swing from war to jokes, raging memes like mirrored smoke. I'm chasing meaning pixel full, but emptiness slows quicker still. Every swipe rewires my brain, trading boredom for hidden pain. If time's my currency at all, I've overspent inside the scroll. Scroll through heaven, scroll through hell, scroll through stories no one tells. Scroll to numb the thoughts that toll, drowning slow inside the scroll. Scroll through sadness, scroll through lies, scroll till dawn replaces night skies. If I lose touch with my control, blame the world inside the scroll. I'm losing track of who I am, buried under the traffic jam. Trends replace the thoughts I had, echo chambers good and bad. Moments pass before they live, nothing left of me to give. Real life's quiet, soft and dull, not as loud as endless scroll. Swipe fast, don't feel, swipe slow, unreal. Scroll deep, heart dull, scroll on, lose soul. What if I stop for just one night, turned off the screen and dimmed the light? Would silence scream or softly heal? Would emptiness become more real? Sometimes I dream of letting go, of living life without the glow. But here I am, repeat again, caught inside this looping den. If life moves past me uncontrolled, it's buried underneath the scroll. Scroll through heaven, scroll through hell, scroll through stories no one tells. Scroll to numb the thoughts that toll, drowning slow inside the scroll. Scroll through sadness, scroll through lies, scroll till dawn replaces night skies. If I lose touch with my control, blame the world inside the scroll. Oh, one day I'll stop, reclaim my role, step outside the endless scroll. Swipe fast, don't feel, swerve slow, unreal. Scroll deep, heart dull, scroll on, lose soul.
Maybe stillness is my missing goal. Maybe I'll learn to stop the scroll.
In my quiet head, like unread texts I never said. Rooms feel bigger when no one stays, echoes stretch through empty days. My mind replays each broken note, ghosts of thoughts I never wrote. If silence speaks the things I won't show, then I'm living inside my own echo. I try to talk but the words fall weak, like sound waves dying before they speak. My fears rebound in a loop unclear, circling back to my inner ear. I whisper truths the world won't hear, muted under this atmosphere. If life's a hallway and my thoughts echo, maybe that's why I move so slow. Every step repeats its sound, every doubt comes back around. If my voice fades down below, who will answer my faint echo? Echo calling back my pain, echo looping through my brain. If my heart breaks soft and low, only I can hear the echo. Echo shaking fragile ground, echo of a life unfound. Shouting loud won't make it grow, some cries have only an echo. I speak to walls that never care, to my truth, to the empty air. People hear me but not my tone, the quiet tremble, a face alone. Some words fall flat before they land, some tears drop light as desert sand. If no one knows the ache I told, let it dissolve into my echo. Repeat, repeat till I let go, my voice returns as my echo. Repeat, repeat till I know some sounds are meant to grow. Maybe echoing makes me whole, a mirror room inside my soul. If I speak soft, I'll hear me twice, a lonely truth but still precise. Maybe answers live in the sound of thoughts that come back around. I've grown to trust this hollow home, the quiet place where fears come from. If no one else will hear my flow, I'll speak directly to my echo. Echo calling back my pain, echo looping through my brain. If my heart breaks soft and low, only I can hear the echo. Echo shaking fragile ground, echo of a life unfound. Shouting loud won't make it grow, some cries live only in echo. One day I'll speak and truly know silence doesn't always echo. Repeat, repeat till I let go, my voice returns as my echo. Repeat, repeat till I know some sounds are meant to grow. Repeat, repeat, my truth drifts where no one goes. Let my truth drift where no one goes. Let it rest inside my echo. Shows a pixel gold, but what reflection I fear the most? Eyes glitch red from a sleepless face, mind still buffering ancient days. Every truth I try to see comes back then and not like me. If honesty's the price of terror, no wonder I avoid the mirror. Every morning starts with doubt, a quiet war I never speak out. My face looks tired, my soul looks thin, like something cracked beneath my skin. I see versions later on, copies faded, running long. If self is cold that drifts off clearer, mine is fractured through the mirror. Blur reflections, quiet lies, half truth living behind my eyes. If I can't trust the shape I bear, how do I know the me that's there? Mirror bending who I am, mirror breaking every plan. If the truth is getting nearer, why is it hard to face the mirror? Mirror humming low regret, mirror showing silhouettes. Even when the fog grows clearer, I still tremble at the mirror. till I look unreal. A glitch in shape I barely feel. I trace the lines of time engraved. Stories written but never safe. Who am I now compared to them? Why do I fear my voice again? If self-awareness cuts us dearer, mine draws blood within the mirror. See me, don't know. See me, don't know. Know me, don't show. Know me, don't show. Mirror cracks slow. Mirror cracks slow. Still I face the glow. Still I face the glow. Maybe mirror fears a test. The truth that hides within the chest. Maybe facing what I dread is how I meet myself instead. If mirrors lie or softly break, I'll learn which face is real awake. I breathe again and meet my sight. A fragile form but still upright. If growth is born from looking clear, then maybe I can trust the mirror. Mirror bending who I am. Mirror breaking every plan. If the truth is getting nearer, why is it hard to face the mirror? Mirror humming low regret. Mirror showing silhouettes. Even when the fog grows clearer, I still tremble at the mirror. If fear reveals what I hold dear, then maybe I should stay right here. See me, don't know. See me, don't know. Know me, don't show. Know me, don't show. Mirror cracks slow. Mirror cracks slow. Still I face the glow. Still I face the glow. Whoa. Reflections harsh, but still a giver. I'm learning how to see me clearer. Reflections harsh, but still a giver. I'm learning how to see me clearer. Same forethoughts on a nightly spin. Same old fears settling in. Mind repeats like a tape that broke. Same punchline to the same old joke. Every tomorrow feels preset. A cycle wrapped in quiet regret. If life's a song I can't unloop, then maybe I'm stuck in the same old loop. Wake up, tie, repeat my day. Copy, paste every word I say. Convos, blend in familiar shapes. Same cold coffee, same escapes. I try to shift but I drift right back. Lost in the rhythm of an endless track. If growth requires a different route, why do I fall back into the loop? Steps retraced with heavy shoes. Choices made are always lose. If life replays in deja vu, what's left for me that's real or new? Yeah. Loop in my head, loop in my chest. Loop of the fears I can't digest. Loop of emotions spiraling through. Loop in the things I thought I outgrew. Loop in my heart, loop in my mind. Loop of the days I'm stuck behind. If I escape, will truth regroup? Or will I wait in the same old loop? Yeah, I draft new plans but they glitch apart. Algorithms filter my fragile heart. The world keeps chanting, break the chain. The habits grip me like coded pain. I run new paths but fall in line. Old grooves carved in my design. I'm trying hard just to reboot, but life keeps pulling to the loop. Spin back, fade out, try hard, self-doubt, break free, rewrote. Loop still circles all about how maybe loops aren't prisons tight. Maybe patterns help us write the gentle lines that guide our growth. The scars and joys we carry both. If looping means I learn what's true, I'll walk the circle till I'm new. Yeah. So here I go, another round, listening close for a different sound. Maybe loops don't always pollute. Maybe I'm more than my loop. Loop in my head, loop in my chest, loop of the fears I can't digest, loop of emotions spiraling through, loop in the things I thought I outgrew, loop in my heart, loop in my mind, loop of the days I'm stuck behind. If I escape, will truth regroup, or will I wait in the same old loop? I'll break one step, even if minutes. One tiny crack inside the loop. Spin back, fade out, try hard, self-doubt, break free, reroute. Loop still circles all about. One loop ends when I choose to move. Maybe that step is my proof.
City hum never learns to sleep. Sirens cut when my thoughts go deep. Billboards scream with a harder voice. Selling dreams drowned out by noise. Every street light flickers stress. Every shadow hums unrest. If silence dies in the world's loud voice, then how do I breathe inside this noise? Cars blur past like jagged lines. Echoes sharp in the nighttime signs. People shout through crowded lanes. Each word packed with hidden pain. Skyscrapers buzz like giant eyes. Millions coping with half-lived lives. If peace is rare in urban poise, then teach me how to hush the noise. My heartbeat sinks with distant cars. The city swallows all my scars. If quiet's gone, no gentle choice. I drown beneath the rising noise. Noise in my chest, noise in my brain. Noise in the spaces that should stay sane. Noise in my dreams I can't avoid. Falling apart in a world of noise in my breath. Noise in my bones. Noise in the crowd where I'm still alone. If silence is a world destroyed, how do I live inside this noise? Screens glow loud in a silent room. A digital ride in quiet gloom. Adds assault with a plastic smile, promising peace in a toxic style. Notifications bruise my night. Small sharp sounds that bend my light. If joy is sold as a branded choice, and maybe truth dissolves in noise. Turn down, won't fade. Tune out, still stay. Noise thick invades. My mind's on quiet's betrayed. Maybe somewhere beyond the hum lives a calm I'm yet to become. Maybe in stillness I might find the softer pulse beneath my mind. If I'm plugged from this loud convoy, maybe I learn to live past noise. I breathe in deep till the static breaks. A quiet bloom from the peace it makes. Even if silence comes coy, I'll carve my refuge from the noise. Noise in my chest, noise in my brain. Noise in the spaces that should stay sane. Noise in my dreams I can't avoid. Falling apart in a world of noise in my breath. Noise in my bones. Noise in the crowd where I'm still alone. If silence is a world destroyed, how do I live inside this noise? One day the loud may lose its voice. Till then I'll breathe beyond the noise. Turn down, won't fade. Tune out, still stay. Noise thick invades. My mind's on quiet's betrayed. Quiet, small, but still a choice. beyond the noise.
Feel burned out. Soft winds ripple through my chest, echoing moments I never confess. If peace is found where the world's tuned out, let me dissolve into a passing cloud. I faint in rooms nobody sees, a quiet vapor the air won't seize. My body's here but my thoughts escape, fog rolling through a fragile shape. I speak but words come faint and bowed, drifting down like a thinning cloud. If presence means my mind feels loud, then why am I calm but still on the crowd? I breathe like I'm leaking through the scene, floating mind lost in its dreams. If grounding means I crash down proud, maybe I'd rather live as cloud. Cloud drifting slow on a restless night, cloud fading soft from the morning light. Cloud with a heart that won't speak loud, silent but alive like a passing cloud. Cloud in my thoughts that wander free, cloud where the world stops pressing me. Even if I can't stand tall or proud, I'm still myself inside the cloud. I move through days like a hazy film, edges blur as time grows dim. People talk but the voices smear, muffled, distant, hard to hear. Loneliness comes light as mist, not sharp enough for me to resist. If life is heavy and never allowed, let me float above as a quiet cloud. Fade up, fade through, soft breath, new hue, skyborn, unblow, heart thin, just cloud. Fade up, fade through, soft breath, new hue, skyborn, unblow, heart thin, just cloud. Maybe drifting keeps me sane, a softer world without the strain. Maybe floating stops the crash where thoughts collide and feelings clash. If grounded life grows sharp and loud, I'll choose the peace of being cloud. I'm not escaping, just breathing right, letting go of the constant fight. If clarity blooms when I'm unbound, let me unfold like silver cloud. Cloud drifting slow on a restless night, cloud fading soft from the morning light. Cloud with a heart that won't speak loud, silent but alive like a passing cloud. Cloud in my thoughts that wander free, cloud where the world stops pressing me. Even if I can't stand tall or proud, I'm still myself inside the cloud. One day I'll come back to solid ground, but not before this cloud drifts down. One day I'll come back to solid ground, but not before this cloud drifts down. Fade up, fade through, soft breath, new juice, skyborn, unplugged, heart thin, just cloud. Fade up, fade through, soft breath, new hue, skyborn, unplugged, heart thin, just cloud. I vanish gently into my shroud.
Some peace exists when I'm a cloud.
My heartbeat slips to a broken pace, a glitching rhythm I can't replace. Feels like life sinks wrong inside, a faulty beat I fail to hide. Breath skip notes like a faulty drum. Calm feels rare and fear feels numb. If truth is measured in every pulse, the mind reads stressed and half adults, yeah. I hear my chest in the quiet room, a trembling thought like a distant bloom. Stress taps beats on a fragile wall, echo stiff whenever I fall. Each thought triggers another spike, racing harder than I'd like. If peace is found in gentle pulse, why does mine shake like it repulses? Yeah. I break my rhythm, stay untrue, skipping beats where worry grew. If calm's a sound I can't convulse, teach me how to trust my pulse. Pulse running fast through the silent night, pulse losing pace in the fading light. Pulse like a heart that won't console, broken but brave in a trembling pulse. Pulse in my fear, pulse in my chest, pulse that refuses to take its rest. Even if life grows harsh and I don't, I'll keep walking to my pulse. I'll keep walking to my pulse. Anxiety hums like a quiet bell, ringing truths I don't tell well. When my heart shakes fast and raw, it's telling tales of every flaw. I take deep breaths but the rhythm bends, stutters, cracks, then tries again. If hope exists in a human jolt, then maybe strength lies in my pulse. Beat slow, beat clean, beat wild, unseen, beat faint, console I rise with every pulse. Maybe my pulse is trying to speak, a frightened child but still unique. Maybe the tremble signal change it, a shift in how my fears arrange it. Storms inside of my chest convulse, yeah. They shape the rhythm of my pulse, yeah. I'll trust each beat for what it brings, even the ones tied to painful things. If healing writes itself in impulse, let it rewrite through my pulse. Pulse running fast through the silent night, pulse losing pace in the fading light. Pulse like a heart that won't consult, broken but brave in a trembling pulse. So pulse in my fear, pulse in my chest, pulse that refuses to take its rest. Even if life grows harsh and adult, I'll keep walking to my pulse. I'll keep walking inside my ground. One day this rhythm may calm down. Till then I'll breathe and stand my ground. Be slow, be clean, be wild, unseen, be faint, consoled. I rise with every pulse. I'll be walking to my pulse. Stays alive. visions across my mind. I reach for moments, but they defer. Life moves fast, my vision blurred. Hours bleed into each other slow. All the edges lose their glow. If truth gets lost, the more I stir. Maybe I'm meant to live in blur. Morning blends into the afternoon haze. Nights replay like recycled days. Faces fade before I can trace all their outlines out of place. Memories flicker like faulty frames. Half-formed thoughts with no real names. If clarity's something I can't confer, maybe I'll breathe inside the blur. Nothing's sharp but everything's felt. Soft like snow that never melts. If life's unclear yet still occur, maybe I'm safe inside the blur. Blur in my sight, blur in my sleep. Blurring the secrets, my shadows keep blurring the truth I can't infer. Lonely but gentle, my world's a blur. Blurring the light, blurring the tone. Blurring the moments I call my own. Even if days won't reoccur, I drift alive inside the blur. Time runs thin like fading ink. Thoughts collapse before I think. Dreams dissolve like smoke and rain. Hard to hold and hard to explain. People pass like translucent ghosts. Want that face before it boasts. If focus hurts and truths deter, let me stay soft in all this blur. Fade slow, fade clear. Blur close, draw near. Life dim, transfer. I breathe inside the blur. Maybe blur's a safer place, a gentle shield from my fragile space. Maybe clarity cuts too deep and blurs the quilt that lets me sleep. If sharpness scares the heart I bear, let all the edges stay unclear. I'm learning not to chase what's crisp. Not every truth must cut or lisp. If living soft won't make me earth, then maybe life can stay a blur. Blur in my sight, blur in my sleep. Blurring the secrets, my shadows keep blurring the truth I can't infer. Lonely but gentle, my world's a blur. Blurring the light, blurring the tone. Blurring the moments I call my own. Even if days won't reoccur, I drift alive inside the blur. When focus comes, I'll let it occur. But for now, let me choose blur. Fade slow, fade clear. Blur close, draw near. Life dim, transfer. I breathe inside the blur. Fade slow, fade clear. Blur close, draw near. Life dim, transfer. Some truths hide better when they're stirred. I'll find myself within the blur. While I produce the data streams, cold statistics of broken dreams. Every choice logged without consent. A map of moments I never meant. Clicks predict the paths I take. Even the fears I try to fake. If who I am is data's beta, then what's left of me beyond the data? Yeah. Algorithms study every twitch, tracking hopes in every glitch. My shadow stored an unseen file. Used to craft my coping styles. Even joy feels pre-designed. Recommended by an offline mind. Freedom's built from coded strata. I'm losing self inside the data. They know my wants, they know my dread. More than friends inside my head. If choice is scripted by metadata, what part of me is free, not data? Data in my fears and flaws. Data shaping all my laws. I'm not sure which parts are later, which one's me and which one's data. Data in my clicks and cries. Data watching through my eyes. If my own truth grows narrator, tell me who I am beyond the data. I browse, they track, I pause, they store. Even silence logs a core. Every secret half compiled, printed clean though undefiled. The ads know me like an unkept vow. Closer than people allow, with privacy's now a rarer radar. Where do I hide from all this data? Log in, mapped out, log off, still doubt. Data deep, no drought, still data deep. No drought, my soul feels scanned throughout. My soul feels scanned throughout. Yeah. Maybe data's not the foe, but how the world decides my glow. Maybe numbers missed the part. The beat's alive inside my heart.
If code can't measure human matter, then I'm still more than all this data. I'll choose my moves outside the guess. A glitch they never can address. If freedom blooms from doing later, then I'll rewrite my faulty data. Data and my fears and flaws. Data shaping all my laws. I'm not sure which parts are later, which one's me and which one's data. Data in my clicks and cries. Data watching through my eyes. If my own truth grows narrator, tell me who I am beyond the data. Don't talk data, 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 data. Don't talk, my soul feels scanned through. My soul feels scanned through. Data, data. Maybe one day I'll be creator, not the product of my data. Data, data. Don't talk, data, data, data. Don't talk, log in, mapped out, log off, still doubt. Data, data. Don't drop, my soul feels scanned throughout. Still I breathe, still something greater. Yeah. I'm not the sum of all my data. Fast in my cluttered brain, thoughts move quick like a caffeine train. City lights blur but I stay lifted. Mind starts shaking, time for a shift. Glitchy rhythm runs down my spine. Heart syncs up with the crooked design. If I'm reborn inside this rip, then let my whole damn system shift. Fast flow, heartbeat, stepping in sync. Mind races quicker than I can think. Scrolling worlds while my feet stay still. Two lives fighting for one free will. Offline stress and online noise. Pressure packed like shattered toys. If life won't come, I'll make it drip. Turn every breakdown into shit. Speed picks up and my fears get thin. Every new breath less like creeping. If change begins with the smallest slip, then let me rise into the shift. Shift through the panic, move through the mess. Shift every doubt that clogs my chest. Beats too loud for fear to persist. Head nod life through the rhythm shift. Shift through the noise, shift through the static. Living too real to be automatic. If my old self falls in the drift, let the new one rise with the shift. Let the new one rise with the shift. Fast thoughts hit like a snare on two. Every hit sparks something new. I used to drown in the world's demands. Now I ride the beat like shifting sands. I bend my stress to a better groove. Turn heavy weight into inner move. Pain ain't gone but it got uplift. I wrap my way into the shift. Move left, move right. Shift, fear, ignite. Fast pace, exist. Roll out through the shift. 1 minute bills when I stop resisting. Even my flaws feel coexisting. If rhythm heals what pain once stiff, then I'll keep pushing through the shift. Yeah. Life's not still, it's built to twist. Every turn a chance I could have missed. So let the future run unplanned. I'll shift my stance till I understand. Every beat shows paths I skip. Every shape becomes a shift, a shift. Shift through the panic, move through the mess. Shift every doubt that clogs my chest. Beats too loud for fear to persist. Head nod life through the rhythm shift. Shift through the noise, shift through the static. Living too real to be automatic. If my old self falls in the drift, let the new one rise with the shift. Yeah. Let the new one rise with the shift. This fast-paced hope feels like a gift. I breathe again inside the shift. Move left, move right. Shift, fear, Yeah, 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 yeah. Fast beat hits like a pulse away. Mine lights up from the static break. Foot taps first, then the world goes dark. Till one thought flickers like a spark. Screens still glow, but they feel less loud. Breath comes clean through the buzzing cloud. If change begins in the smallest mark, then let me burn from a single spark, yeah. Heart syncs up with the kick on 3. Sudden warmth in the cold in me. All week long I've been stuck in haze. Now rhythm cuts through the mental maze. I rap out truth I was scared to start. Words hit quick like a burning dart. Old doubt shakes but won't embark. Still I rise from a soft new spark, yeah. Every shift in the beat feels bright, lighting up corners that once held fright. If courage grows when shadows part, then I'll chase down every spark in the dark. Burning my fear, sparking the rhythm, pulling me near. Sparking the breath I almost lost, flickering hope through the mental frost. Sparking my bones, sparking my chest, fueling this rise I never guessed. Even if life moves cold and stark, I'll set it alight with a single spark. Fast flow warm in the frozen gears, melting months of quiet fears. I used to slow down when pain got close. Now I outrun what hurt me most. Beat hits fast and I feel reborn, breaking the loop I carried worn. If one small flame can restart the heart, then let me live from that one spark. Light up, burn clean, spark out. Small glow, big art won't spark. Light up, unclean, spark ground. Small glow, big art won't spark. I thought hope needed something grand, some huge moment to understand. But spark says start where shadows are. Even the dimmest light goes far. If darkness shakes when embers start, then let me spark my broken part. Momentum builds with each breath I take. Strength shows up like a dawn awake. I'm not the kid who stayed apart. I'm brighter now from that one spark in the dark, burning my fear. Sparking the rhythm, pulling me near. Sparking the breath I almost lost, flickering hope through the mental frost. Sparking my bones, sparking my chest, fueling this rise I never guessed. Even if life moves cold and stark, I'll set it alight with a single spark. I set it alight. I set it alight. Tomorrow waits for a brand new start. I'll walk there carrying my spark. Light up, burn clean, spark out. Small glow, big or no spark. Light up, burn clean, spark out. Small glow, big or no spark. Yeah, this small flame still leaves a mark. Even a whisper can start a spark.
Pace picks up like a racing thought. Mind runs laps I never taught. Heartbeat drums with a frantic hush. Life hits hard in a constant rush. Screams flash fast like a warning sign. Time slips quick through a frantic spine. If stress comes sharp like a sudden crush, then I'll outrun it in this rush. Every task feels twice as loud, Deadlines roar like a pressing crowd. Ping after ping till I lose my grip. Thoughts pile high till they overflow drip. Running on fumes but the beat says go. Clock hands cut like a metronome. If life keeps pushing like this much, I'll find my breath inside the rush. Speed might break me, might set me free, might shake out who I'm meant to be. If calm will come naturally, I'll take control of the rush in me. Rush in my veins, rush in my head, rush in the words I almost said. Rush through the noise I can't outcrush, finding myself in the frantic rush. Rush through the fear, rush through the fear, rush till my truth comes crystal clear. Even if life hits like a crush, I'll stand my ground in the rising rush. fire with the thought stampede. Everything moving at breakneck speed. Society wants me to never slow, but I choose when and how I go. Buried alive in a digital flood, still I rise from the static mud. If balance breaks from pressure's clutch, I'll wrap my way through the rut. Run fast, don't fall, stand strong, stand tall, find rhythm, don't stall, rush loud through all. Maybe movement is my peace, the place where mental storms release. If stillness comes as aftershock, then rushing first might beat the clock. Life won't wait for me to adjust, so I'll sprint forward in my trust. Lungs burn warm, but my hope stays lit. Mind runs wild, but I stay with it. If chaos tries to break my hush, I'll fence my breath inside the rush. Rush in my veins, rush in my head, rush in the words I almost said. Rush through the noise I cannot crush, finding myself in the frantic rush. Rush through the night, rush through the fear, rush till my truth comes crystal clear. Even if life hits like a crush, I'll stand my ground in the rising rush. Stand my ground in the rising rush. A mile till my fears uncrush. I'm built to run through all this rush. Run fast and tall, find rhythm, don't stall. What's love, don't stall. Run back, don't fall. Stand fast and tall, find rhythm, don't stall. Rush loud through all. The pace is harsh, but I adjust. The rush won't crush what I trust.
Neon lights paint my shadow then. World glows loud as the night kicks in. Thoughts flash quick in a technic zone. City hums deep in my headphones on. Footsteps sync with the glamour beat. Midnight pulse in a glowing street. If truth shines bright in the unknown neon, I'll chase the light till the fear is gone. Walking through signs that flicker lights, eyes reflect right into my eyes. Broken hearts hide in open view. Crowds are close but feel untrue. Every neon color burns my doubt, lighting up truth that never let out. If darkness hides what I depend on, maybe I'm meant for the neon. Flame reflections guide my flow. City paints where I should go. If clarity can turn full blown, let neon carve the truth I own. Neon in my mind, neon in my chest, neon showing what I suppress. Neon truth I drift upon, finding myself in the glowing neon. Neon in my thoughts, neon in my tone, lighting the fears I once postponed. If darkness dim the light I shone, I'll rise again in the neon. Neon, neon. Signs buzz sharp like electric rain, cutting through my mental strain. People blend into silver crowds, burned by lights in broken clouds. Every echo shakes my spine, but neon arms are still alive. If hope was lost and nearly gone, it sparks awake inside neon. Light flash, don't hide, glow loud inside. Beat runs full on, live bright in neon. Light flash full on, in neon. Light flash full on, live bright in neon. Neon shows what night denies, shapes the truth behind my eyes. If living means I stand alone, I'll stand glowing in my neon tone. When morning comes and lights withdraw, I'll keep the spark in my flaws. Footsteps dance with the glowing fire, burning out old expired desires. If fate calls soft like a broken dawn, I'll follow the hum of the neon. Neon in my mind, neon in my chest, neon showing what I suppress. Neon truth I drift upon, finding myself in the glowing neon. Neon in my thoughts, neon in my tone, lighting the fears I once postponed. If darkness dim the light I shone, I'll rise again in the neon. When shadows fade and new days dawn, I'll still burn bright in neon. Light flash, don't I glow light in neon. My thoughts hang loose on the fraying wire. Sparks fly out when my fears conspire. Heartbeat clips like a faulty choir. Mind runs hot like a crashing wire. Signals twist in a tangle burst. Truth feels close but never first. Still life connects through threads that tire. I hold my ground on this trembling wire. I balance stress like a rooftop act. One wrong move and the world reacts. Every DM pulls my spine. Every pink taps through my line. Pressure builds in the circus then. Noise climbs fast from within. If living means I never retire, then let me move across the wire. Vote by vote my fears ignite. Still I walk through electric night. If courage shocks me into fire, then shock me hard through the wire. Wire in my bones, wire in my brain. Carrying currents I can't contain. Wire stretched tight through guilt and fire. Still I balance on the wire. Wire through the noise, wire through the fear. Crackling loud, but keeping me here. If life means walking through the dire, I'll take each step along the wire. Yeah. Static creeps through my fragile grip. Hope fades out when the circuits slip. Wire spark under stress and doubt. Holding truth I can't let out. Still I walk through the tension bites. High above my inner fights. If risk defines what I acquire, I'll carve my path along the wire. Don't drop, move slow. Feet firm, still go. Tight lines, stand high. Heart strong, on wire. Maybe balance comes from fear, from knowing loss is always near. Maybe strength is built by fire, born from sparks along the wire. Falling means I learn desire, then catch me safe inside the wire. Yeah. Storms hit fast, but I won't break. Every tremor teaches what's at stake. If destiny waits at the pyre, I'll stride alive across the wire. Wire in my bones, wire in my brain. Carrying currents I can't contain. Wire stretched tight through guilt and fire. Still I balance on the wire. Wire through the noise, wire through the fear. Crackling loud, but keeping me here. If life means walking through the dire, I'll take each step along the wire. Even if sparks snap my attire, I'll rise again on the wire. Don't drop, move slow. Feet firm, still go. Tight line, stand higher. Heart strong, on wire. Don't drop, move slow. Feet firm, still go. Tight line, stand higher. Heart strong, on wire. Come on, we weren't, yeah, but build you higher, yeah. Some roads burn, but build you higher, yeah. I found my strength inside the wire, yeah. I found my strength inside the wire, yeah.
Fast beat thumps like a waking pulse. Dust shakes off what once convulsed. Shadows fade into weaker size. Every breath whispers time to rise. Light leaks in from a broken seam. Truth grows loud like a shifting dream. If every fall was a lesson in disguise, then every bruise becomes my rise. I sprint through doubt with a brand new stride. Old weight drops from the place I hide. Screens once shaped how I saw me wrong. Now I rap true through a stronger song. Panic fades but the bass lines lift. Hope breaks through with a subtle shift. If fear once held my clearest skies, I'll break its chains when I rise. Every scar rewrites my tone. Every break rebuilds the bone. If I am more than what I minimize, then let me breathe, let me rise. Rise from the noise, rise from the pain. Rise through the storm that hit like rain. Rise past the doubt behind my eyes. Build something new when I rise. Rise from the glitch, rise from the cold. Rise from the stories I was told. Even if hope comes compromise, I'll still stand up and rise.
from the inside. The world still hums its endless lies, but I see truth beneath disguise. If destiny waits for those who revise, then I'm rewriting how I rise. Stand firm, walk through, rise loud, break new. Past fades, cut ties, new dawn, just rise. Maybe rising isn't clean, maybe it's jagged, sharp, unseen. Maybe triumph's not a prize, but simply choosing still to rise. If every loss still leaves me wise, then I'll rise even when hope dies. I climb through fear with a bolder breath, living loud in defiance of death. If shadows cling to my sunrise, I'll burn right with the wind. Rise from the noise, rise from the pain, rise through the storm that hit like rain. Rise past the doubt behind my eyes, build something new when I rise. Rise from the glitch, rise from the cold, rise from the stories I was told. Even if hope comes compromise, I'll still stand up and rise. Tomorrow waits, no more disguise. This is the place where my story rises. Stand firm, walk through, rise loud, break new. Past fades, cut ties, new dawn, just rise. I faced the dark and kept my sight, and even broken I still rise.